We are the Miasmics. We are from Bergen, New Jersey. Right now, we're just gonna introduce ourselves and tell you like where we go to school because we're all in college and whatnot. So I guess I'll go first. I'm Matt Ryan. I go to William Patterson University. I am in the music program. I'm majoring in sound engineering. Yes, yes, yes.
My name's Steve. I go to University of Scranton in PA. What's up? Neuroscience major. I like brains. That's about it. Next.
I am Dean Navolis. I also go to William Patterson University. I do not have a major, and that's it.
I'm Matt. They call me Shooby. I go to, that's just my nickname, but I go to Mason Grove School of the Arts at Rutgers, and I'm a jazz performance major.
Hello, I'm Andrew. I go to school with Shooby at Mason Grove. I'm a music education major, and I mainly play this thing, which is very cool. And who's next?
I'm Chris. I go to William Patterson too. I'm majoring in absolutely nothing right now. And they also call me Jack Black.
Doesn't he look like Jack Black?
No, we're just saying that.
Oh, good. Thank you. Got someone notice other than him. My name is Rob. I go to William Patterson University as well. I don't know anything about brains because I don't have one. I'm a music major now, and yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okie dokie.
What did I mind?
Soloing's taken.
Pipe down.
Too rowdy back
Wait,
here.
first of all, before you start that, how old is everybody in here? Like, generally, what grades you guys in? 7th grade? 8th grade? 11th? Freshman? Sophomores? Juniors? Okay, so like middle school, high school. So we got kids from all over the place. All right. Where are you all from?
Connecticut, Alabama, New Hampshire,
Afghanistan, right? Everyone's from Jamaica, man.
Okay, so
Here we go.
what we're going to talk about here is ska music. Does anybody know what ska is?
Say bye,
You do.
Hi.
Orange. Sorry.
Music that Andrew played with brass and
Yes.
Bye, Rob.
Music sounds pretty. Yes, it was ska. Depends on who's playing. We don't often sound pretty, but we start. What am I talking about? Ska. It was originated in Jamaica in the 1950s, early 60s. What was going on in Jamaica at the time was there was a lot of dance halls and people, DJs would spin, like American jazz records, like Duke Ellington, Fats Waller, all that stuff. And then rock and roll started to take over in America, and in Jamaica it was hard to find jazz records. So what happened was they started, the Jamaicans were like, this rock and roll, we're not having it, we don't like it. It is not good. They wanted to dance, they wanted the boogie. So what they did was they took their folk music, which is called mento, and they mashed it together with R&B and blues and rhythm and boogie. And they came up with ska, so everyone could dance in the dance halls, and everyone was happy. Ska. That was the first wave. The song we just played was The Monkey Man, which was written in the first wave of ska by a band called Toots and the Maytals. They're a Jamaican ska band. And they're still around today. I will be seeing them this summer. They're probably going to be really old and like decrepit, but it's all good. And then ska then moved in the late 70s and 80s. It moved Jamaican immigrants went over to England. And the second wave of ska, Madness, thank you. Madness, Specials, just like there the beat, all great two-tone ska bands. Two-tone was a record label that started up by some guy, I forget his name. And the whole idea was like, what? Bob. I don't think it was, but I think it was Jim Dammer or something like that. Jim Bob. His name was Jim Bob started up a record label called Two-Tone. Signed all these bands, and the whole idea was like two-tone, black and white, unity, cool. And then, I'll talk about more of that later. And then move over to the States. And there's bands like the Toasters and then that was like the third wave of ska. And then that moved into like a ska punk kind of thing with like Op Ivy and then the Boss Tones and now like Real Big Fish and all that ska punk mumbo jumbo. And that's why we're playing ska right now.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and we're here to teach you, to give you a little idea about what's going on in the ska scene now, then tomorrow, before, yesterday, forever. And what?
Yeah. Hello. The main reason we're here is because we were a ska band that was featured in the Bergen record about 4 or 5 months ago. And somebody found out about it, and, you know, yeah, come on in if you want to. Yeah, that's why we're here, just to, you know, right, spread the word about this genre of music, which is mostly underground now today. And we're trying to keep it going in our own way. We're not your regular ska band. We incorporate, a lot of our own personal music is incorporated with different genres like rock and reggae and funk and jazz. We do improv, we do so many different things, and we're going to give you a little bits of that today.
Talk a little about, I don't really have much to say, but they covered basically everything, but like with reggae, I'm sure you all know that Bob Marley, you know, Rastafarians, but it's a really big influence, at least when I write stuff, and I think when like most of us write stuff for the band, it's you'll notice, and I think we'll be playing some songs, and I know at the end when we play this one song, you're gonna hear a really good example of how we incorporate reggae. You know, like in a minute, Rob and Dean are gonna show you like different, you know, like waves and like what's different, and you know, just different tempos and the way, you know, ska can be played, and we kind of like, you know, we'll do like breakdowns, stuff like that, just to incorporate reggae and like Andrew was saying, rock, and you know, we even got a little dance hall, some funk, you know, all that. You know, I know all you kids, you know, you probably got like Sean Paul on the radio, dance hall's getting big now. You know, we're trying to do a little of everything. So I'm gonna let Rob and Dean show you some stuff.
We're gonna first show you a reggae beat, which is just standard A minor reggae beat, and you'll hear how the bass and the bass drum are on the downbeats, and where Dean, the guitar player, will be on the upbeats, and you'll hear the little you'll hear the what was the word you used before for upside down? I don't remember some kind of a feel word. You'll hear the difference between a rock beat and be like.
Also, contrary to popular belief, reggae originated after ska, and as well as rocksteady. Like ska originated from that, was birthed rocksteady, reggae, raga, all that stuff. And
okay, so here's a little reggae beat for y'all. You can hear reggae right there. Bass drum on the downbeats, ska guitar on the upbeats.
that was reggae guitar.
Reggae guitar on the upbeats. Yeah, and if you notice, I got a set of rototoms here. There's a lot of like a Latin feel to some of this stuff, and generally they would use like timbales or something. I just got rototoms because they sound very similar and they were more affordable. So that's why I have rototoms.
We're gonna do, and we're moving kind of backwards now. Well,
I was just explaining what I had.
I know I'm saying because we're gonna do first wave ska now.
Oh.
This is a traditional ska beat, which came before the last reggae beat. in a box.
Yes, it is. So that was a first wave ska little beat there you got going on. We're gonna show you a second, third wave.
Second wave, like two-tone. Had more of like a pop rock influence in England. You know, all the white angry guys started playing with the chillin' Jamaican guys, and you got this crazy mix of music. And then there's a third wave, which is similar to the second wave. Some of it was more up tempo, like a still considered ska. And then there was bands like the new ska punk bands or whatever, who take it much faster and mix punk music, like bands like Catch 22 or Big Fish. Yeah. And then they play really ridiculously fast to the point you can't even dance to it. So it's like they even get faster. Like, faster? Oh yes. I can't even play it too fast. So you go from that to that, different waves of ska. And that's ska. What else have we got for these people?
We're gonna horn section into the ska. Use that right now.
Horn section. Take it away, my man.
Well, as you see before us, tenor sax played by Matthew, and then trombonist Steve, and myself, and your trumpet. That is your core musical instrumental section in a ska group. Our first job, I guess, is to play like sort of background accompanying music. Yes. Usually what the guitar does, we try to do just, building up throughout the songs, making chords out of our setting here. And then we just branch off, sometimes do our own thing. But we usually play on usually the upbeats. And we're going to give you a small example of that. Yes, this is one of our songs called Soul Call. And you will see what I'm talking about. Dean is going to be soloing. You will actually hear us play the melody of this piece, and then when he's soloing, we're going to be backing him up. Usually when we solo, he usually backs us up with the rest of the rhythm section, but we're going to switch it up for you. So here we go, Soul Call.
So right there you could hear the horns took the melody, the ba ba da ba ba da da ba ba da da, and then they switched to what Dean normally does. Give him a little thing. So Dean was doing this during them playing the melody, and then when he switched to the solo, the horns took over as the ska-ers.
Yes, yes. Alright, so I think now what we're gonna do is, like we were saying before, jazz is an important part of ska, of us. So a lot of good ska bands have jazz influences. So we're gonna play a little song. Shooby's gonna show you what we mean by we are jazz influences. He's gonna do some stuff for you, some improvisation, and he's gonna talk to you a little about how he did it, jazz music and whatnot, and then I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind on the scene and what it's about. And then we'll play some songs for you. Alright. I'm gonna give my peace of mind.
This song is called
Losing It. Tell me why is in my mind. It's taking over all into time. Tell me what's going on. I can't figure out now what went wrong, and now I don't know what's going on inside my head. Tell us how you did it, Shooby. Just tell us.
Well, you know, I mean, like we were saying, we were talking about the different roles of a horn section, and one of those roles could be a solo instrument, which, you know, that song shows. I guess, I mean, to talk a little bit about improvisation, I mean, since with ska, you know, there is a jazz influence. One thing, I guess, we can talk about is just to improvise, you know, obviously is just to make stuff up on the spot, so to speak. To do an example of that, I'll just show you like something real quick. Basically, the only thing I was doing was playing around with notes that were in a major scale. So, I mean, just if you're trying to talk about maybe some basic ways to improvise, if you got an interest in that, one way to start would be just to mess around with the major scale. One more example would be a blues scale, which is just it's a kind of scale. Play something like B flat. We wanted to try improvising, like, there's two ideas, somewhere to start.
1 or 2 scales.
Question, how many of you kids
Yeah.
are music students?
Yeah, like who's...
Wow.
Ooh, alright.
Anybody interested in doing jazz soloing like this guy right here?
Yeah, couple cats.
There's a nice little...
It's hard stuff. It's good though.
Like anyone that, has anyone ever heard that before? Like, a thing called one scale? Like, yeah?
We're not gonna get too much into the theory of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's talked about.
Talk to your music teacher. Alright, right now, tell you a little about what ska is about. Alright, we started this band, we started playing, actually like me, you know, like Robbie and Dean, and then like, you know, me and Shooby kind of got in the mix, you know, it was like 7th and 8th grade, I'd say. And then that's really when ska was like huge, and you saw the Boss Tones on MTV, and you saw Really Big Fish on MTV, and you saw all those swing bands on MTV. It was like the whole thing. Like I was saying before, it's like emo is now, you know, it's the in thing, you know, what do you even do? But alright, so that's when we got into it. We were about 8th grade, and ska is mainly an underground type of thing. Before it was big, it was just like it had like a hardcore, you know, like loyal fan base. Like, and when it got mainstream, a lot of those like hardcore underground kids were like, it's mainstream, I'm not gonna listen to this anymore. And they got all mad and they stopped listening to ska, and it died. But now, it's back again. And it's coming back in the underground, in the local music scene, and that's why you see us, because, you know, it's back now. We play a decent amount of shows and stuff because it's, you know, kids are starting to realize like what it's about. It's not about, like I was saying, if you want to get famous and join a band and all that, don't join a ska band, because that's not what it's about at all. It's about having fun. You'll never get famous in a ska band. And it's about like, you know. it's about like unity. Like when we were in 8th grade, there was a tour called the Scoggins Racism Tour, and that's what really made me realize like that it's not really just about like there's a message behind it, and all the bands like the Toasters now are really about that, and it's good, you know, like racial unity. There was a whole like rude boy skinhead kind of thing. They were all about, you know, you see the guys with the bald heads, and you'll think they're Nazis, but then you'll see like anti-swastika things, you know, like I don't know what it was about, but it was the whole anti-racism thing, which is really cool, and that's what it's about, and that's why we're doing it, because it's fun, and you shouldn't join a band to get famous, you should join a band to have fun, and tell you all that right now. That's what it's about.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah, man. All right. No, so yeah, and it's a really cool scene, and like we used to all go to shows, and we used to go see bands, as we still do, but it's like you make friends. Like how many people did you meet just because you went to shows and because they were into the scene, and it's a really good thing to do and support local bands and stuff like that, and that's what ska music is about. And let's see, yeah, we got like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna play a couple songs. Oh, does anyone have any questions? Any questions at all?
Not really.
One question.
Moving on unless we get a question.
All right.
What is your singing range?
It's not good at all, dude. Not good at all. What it's like and then and
Any questions about like ska, and the music, or about us as a band, or
anything like that.
Yeah, in the back.
How many songs do you have?
Many.
Close.
Not that many.
Fine.
We're going close to like 20 originals. I think it's like 15.
A
Little over 20 originals. There you go.
We don't play all.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't play all.
Are you looking to get signed by anyone?
Good
It would be cool, yeah, but we're not like I said before, we're not really like that's not why we're doing it. But
It's kind of hard to like find labels.
it's really hard to find a label that will.
Especially in our genre of music.
Right.
Yeah. But if it came around, like what my goal at least for the band is right now is to have a record label pay for us to get to tour the country and get to play for other people in other states, because I think that's really awesome. And that's my goal, at least. And I think everyone else would agree that would be cool. Anyone else?
There's another question over here.
What was your favorite show that you played?
How foggy Molly Slackers?
Like,
Birch Hill, Battle of the Bands to get in the Skate and Surf Festival.
this year?
Yes. It was the best show we've ever played. I don't know what we were on. I don't know what happened, but we played really good, and the crowd was ridiculous, and we didn't really know anyone. Scram.
Not everyone likes ska.
Yeah, not everyone likes ska. So we played up at his school
There's a bunch of hippies.
to win some money, and I was sick, and I'm about to go on stage, and I was puking. We didn't have Shooby, and Andrew had asthma, so he's like, and like we're all just dying. We're like, this is gonna be the worst show ever, and we just gotta trust it. So we go up there, we play as hard as we can, and we just figure, hey, whatever. So they announced the winners, and they're going third place, and they named the band second place. And we're sitting there. So when they announced second place, all these guys, except for like me and Steve, they let's go pack the car. Like me and Steve, like, all right, let's see who got first, And so we're sitting there, and like in first place. And then, mind you, there's about 150 kids.
No, there's
there.
200.
200 kids to see this other band.
Local bar band. They played all covers.
And they were good, but they played all covers. So they're like in the first place, and we're in the middle of this crowd, and they're all ready to go nuts for their band. And then all of a sudden they're like, the Miasmics. And like crickets started chirping. It's like, okay. And everyone's like,
Half those people.
So I run up, I shake the guy's hand. I'm like, yeah,
and everyone starts booing us.
Booing, like close to us, like F you. What?
It was
I
bad.
think the first thing was the Miasmics.
Yeah, this one guy goes, the Miasmics, who the hell are Miasmics? And everyone's like, yeah, who the heck are they? Oh, they suck. And we're just like, oh my god. And like I ran behind Steve, and and we were like running through this crowd, and like I went up on stage and I was like, yeah, thank you, and they're all like, get off, get off.
I must say, that was awesome.
That was the most memorable show.
What's your name?
Rob's dad's band in the 70s is called the Miasmic Fog. You know, they were all like, yeah, Black Sabbath, man. And, and we needed on our second show, it was like, I guess our freshman year or whatever, and we needed a name because we used to be equal to Harry. You know, less than Jake, better than Ezra, equal to Harry. And we decided that was the worst name we could ever possibly choose, so we decided the Miasmics.
Which means poisonous swamp gas.
It means, it doesn't make sense at all.
It's an adjective, so we use it as a noun.
It means the poisonous is.
Yeah.
Because it's not, it's a.
Yeah. Like a miasmic fog is like a swampy, like poisonous gas fog. So the miasmics is like the poisonouses people. I've never heard someone get that. Like when we play a show, and like I'll call up the guy, and be like, hey, you know, is everything cool? We're playing on Sunday, but oh yeah, the miasmics, man, you're playing cool. I'm like, dude, the miasmics.
Alright, we were on a site for one of the shows we're playing on our short tour as the Miasmics.
From Washington D.C.
Yeah, but we're the Miasmics from Washington D.C. on one site, then we're the Miasmatics from New Jersey on another site.
The line on Richie guy, miasmics. Miasmics.
So yeah, we want to play. Most people call us the Miasmics.
Miasmics.
You want to play a new number
We
for
are the Miasmics. I think I'm gonna put a phonetic spelling on our next shirts.
Alright. Any more questions? Probably not. Any more?
Any more questions that you know before we start rocking?
Skankers.
Skanking.
Oh,
Want to
skanking.
skank? We need volunteers. Come.
We need some people to skank.
No.
Don't be shy.
This next song is a very good example of ska, and we incorporate some reggae, breakdown.
Who else wants to dance?
Who wants to?
I'll be dancing.
If you guys can dance in chairs too, just get up.
Dancing to the spot.
This is ska. Ska equals happy.
Yeah.
Happy. We're not crying about our girlfriends over here. Favorite local band that we played with?
Voice cracks.
Alright, we have some good, I'd say, Too Short Notice, Not For Resale, and the Super Specs. Those are our buddies.
I have a question for this dude. Have you ever seen Red? That's it.
No.
Because you look exactly like Manly Pup.
Is that a good thing?
That's not a good thing.
Is that a good thing?
That's good.
Alright, get old ladies.
Yeah, my chick.
Alright, this one's called Terra Incognita. Thank you for sticking around, listening to us blast for a while. We're starting up again at 12 o'clock, so spread the word, because we're just chilling.
I have a question. People left. Did they have to like perform or something?
No, they just didn't like us. They're like, I've had enough of this It's okay, Shooby, I love it. Start it up. news. I saw some new people came in. We'll be doing this again at 12 o'clock, so tell anyone who hasn't been here to stop on by. Want to do new one? Yeah, this isn't ska. This is like rock. We incorporate a little dancehall beat and like even a little metal. This is just showing you diversity.
This is brand new. This is the first time.
First time I'm playing this in front of people.
I'm not a person.
It's okay.
It's okay to be an alien. There's one in every crowd.
Please show me. Thank you. Alright, we'll play one more, and you guys can leave whenever you want. This one's called It's About Time. This is a real ska, fun, happy song.
Yay.
Happy good.
Yeah, it was me. Yay. Yay. Happy.
The sing's technically over, so you can leave whenever you want. If you want to walk out as we're playing.
Feel free to leave.
Feel free to come.
We won't hate you, I know we're annoying. We're doing it again at 12. Alright, let's play. Just skip the intro.
Do the intro.
Alright, do the intro. For that man right there. you walk in the door, we're gonna have to stop for a little. But if you want to stick around, we'll be doing this.